Another big one coming through, but this time we're playing against a team that has got so much energy, that can hit anyone in any day. It's not by fluke that you guys are here and they are here as well. Just take us through your preparation.
Yeah, look, Stellenbosch, they've been on great form lately. As you've seen, they've beaten the champions. They're scoring goals from transitions. They've been great. I mean, Rayners has been one of the outstanding players since he's been back there. Indieta has been outstanding. But it's going to be a tough game. I think we also going into this game. We lost on the weekend, we drew now, so we know what's at stake. I mean, the shift, we focus the shift to this weekend's game with Nedbank, the league we've got to forget about for now. And hopefully we can go there and get over the hurdle and make the final.
They're quick and full of trickery. What's your strength looking at them? I mean, you rightfully mentioned the two, Mendietas and Rayners. What's your plan, coming into this game?
Yeah, as you've seen, with a few of the quicker teams that play on transition, we've marked the space well at the back, and we've kept good distances between each other as a team. So going there, we don't want to go there for a draw. Obviously there has to be a winner on the day, so it's going to be an open game, but we're wary of the space behind us. As you've seen, they have very quick youngsters. They know how to score goals, but also they concede a lot of goals. In a few of their games they've conceded quite a few, and I see they played on Tuesday and they refreshed the whole team, so they're coming out to prove a point, and I hope that we're mentally and physically ready.
They obviously do well against bigger teams because they play on transition, but against you guys are not going to be as expansive and open, so don't you think that counts in your favour going into the game?
No, look, I think Stellenbosch throughout the season has played a lot on transition. We've studied them. I'm sure they've studied us. We play a very similar game to what they do, so it's going to be exciting. I think we've got players up front that are very explosive. Just we need to start finishing games off. I mean, the difference between the two is they're scoring where we're missing opportunities that should be goals.
Danny, the last time we spoke to you, you mentioned that about Kaizer Chiefs, that young players will not win them anything, something along those lines, and you took a lot of flack in terms of social space and fans coming at you hard. Would you think maybe is it something that you would probably want to clarify or apologize about, or was it misquoted? What came to you?
No, look, I'm not going to answer that question. I think our focus is now on Stellenbosch and going to the Nedbank Cup semi-final, sorry. And when that game comes again, then I'll turn the leaf over then.
And Daniel, for you, you played with one of the most possibly gifted and one of the most passes of the ball, in the centre of midfield. For you, when you have a player like that, particularly in your squad, how does that make you feel, and what is the thoughts in and around the squad about him?
Yeah, look, he's been great since he's been back. As you have seen, he hasn't been up to full fitness as yet, as he missed the game on last night. But I think once he gets up to full fitness and full speed, I think it will be a different story. Obviously, resting him last night was a key thing for us because he spreads the passes well, he finds the pockets well. So I think for him going into the semi-final with a lot of experience too, it will help us big time.
You generally quite a character. You can see you're quite outspoken. You speak your mind, and your defensive partner also. He looks like he's quite a character as well. Is that why you guys have built such a good relationship and partnership this season, or is it just generally because you're playing together all the time?
Yeah, look, it is he's a proper character. As you see, and when we win games, he goes and he does his and all of that. So I think we've built a nice relationship. I've enjoyed working with him. We've had very good games up until now. So I think going forward, I look forward to working with him again in the next season, and hopefully not conceding as many goals and keeping the defence shut.
I'm looking at your defensive structures and all of that when you are having a game situation, and one man that comes to my mind who's probably working most with you guys is Morgan Gould. What has it been in terms of him coming here? What has it brought on board, and what is it like to working with a man who has won it all in South Africa?
Yeah, Morgan's been great. I've worked with Morgan at Chiefs. I worked with him at Cosmos back in the day, if you didn't know that. So I'm not giving away my age, but yeah. He's been great since he's been in here. He's an honest man. He tells you how it is. If he doesn't like what you're doing, he'll tell you straight up. And I think that's what we need. Is a lot more honesty with some of our coaches, you know. He's been great. He's shuffled us well. He's worked with us well. He's always encouraging the players that aren't playing to keep pushing us, because I mean, if it wasn't for the 11 that aren't making the team, or the rest of the squad that aren't making the team, we wouldn't be where we are today, because we wouldn't be challenged. I mean, they know us best, so they make it very difficult here for us, and it's all because of him.
Right. Thank you so much. Time, last 2 weeks we were here again, and you guys still look like a happy bunch. We hardly, visit you guys here, but now Nedbank Cup has brought us here. Just take us through your preparations as a group, looking forward to what is happening over the weekend.
At the moment, what I can say is we focus more on recovery since we just got back this morning. So now it's all about recovery and regeneration. So the preparation are really going to start tomorrow, and we're really looking forward to this weekend's game.
I'm looking at how you guys have been playing. You've been quite consistent, but if I can check, playing against a team that is very dangerous, especially playing at home. I mean, Stellenbosch are one of those teams that have been a surprise package to many, looking at where they are in the league. How is the approach coming, from you guys, that you're looking at them?
For us, as we all know, we're going as underdogs, so we've already made history. We're still a new team. It's the first time for us to play in the semis. So going there as underdogs, we might really come out as a surprise package. And Stellenbosch has been really doing very well in recent form. No doubt about that. So we really need to be cautious and really need to keep the eye on the ball. So for us, I think we really want to have to be mentally prepared for this game. So we know Stellenbosch, it's not easy playing against them in their home turf, but we're really going to go out there, give our all, and there's no pressure. I mean, the biggest challenge, it's within ourselves. We focused on ourselves. We don't care about anyone else but ourselves. So we're really going to go all out and try to make history, and hopefully we'll get to the final.
Obviously, if you guys reach the final, you'll qualify for CAF Confederations Cup. Is it something the coach addressed with you guys, or you guys as a team have spoken to each other about?
That's something we spoke about as players before the coach even mentioned it. We're very ambitious group of players. We're more like brotherhood. So as you can see, the environment is really nice. We all happy. Playing in the CAF will be our biggest achievement.
Do you think that the team has enough capacity to compete on that level?
Of course we do. We're looking at our squad on paper. We have a lot of experienced guys who's played CAF before. So we really have a capable bunch of group of players to go and play in the CAF.
Are you happy with your performance so far? If you are not happy, what do you think you need to do or where you need to adjust?
I think I need to get more game time, but I wouldn't say I'm not happy with my performance. I've been working really hard, and I think going forward it can only get better.
I think for many of you, it's the first time that you reach the stage of tournament. Some of the guys have been there, done that, have an experienced bunch. Are they kind of sharing that experience with the younger guys, telling you, guys, this is what it's all about, you've been there, done that?
I think the experience rubs off, because you can see even the younger guys, they're mentally prepared, they're willing to fight. We didn't get to the semis by mistake. We came together, we took it one game at a time, and look where we are right now. The foundation is there, so now it's for us to take it a step further and try to get to the final.
Obviously in Stellies, they have one of their main weapons who's actually fresh because he didn't play in their last game. We can't ignore the fact that Rayners is currently the best striker in South Africa, statistically so. And although a lot of people say they don't focus on the individuals, an individual can hurt you. Is there something that you guys are preparing for him to stop it?
Not to say we really focused on Rayners. He's been on great form, no doubt, and I really respect what he's done recently. He's one of the best strikers in the country. So we also have one of the best defenders in the country. So we've dealt with quality strikers before. So I'm quite confident in my teammates. They're going to handle him very well.
Yeah, and looking at you guys have some of the best strikers also. I mean, you look at the Litswalos, the Mabasas. These are people who can score on the day. We haven't seen you guys really score phenomenal amount of goals, but there is potential. Is that something that you guys are banking on, the fact that you have quality strikers?
Yeah, we have so many quality strikers which they bring different elements to the game. So we really bank on them on the day to show up and give us the goals.